Hey everybody, y'all aren't going to believe this. Sitting in front of me here is 8 pounds worth of chunk jewels. And my husband scored them for me, believe it or not. Where our warehouse is next door, they opened up an auction house, and they have auctions every Thursday. And he always goes over there because there's a regular that comes in there and does like wholesale stuff. And he's not one to sit, but he'll just kind of like look around and see, and if there's something, then he'll stick around. Well, he calls me up and he's like, "You're not going to believe this," because I gave him a list of things that I want him to look for me. And he's like, "There's one of those big tubs like we buy scrap metal in, which they're like those big, oh my gosh, I think they're like 18-gallon tubs." And he said, "It's about 2/3 full of little baggies full of jewelry." I'm like, no way. He said, "Yeah." And he goes, "I'm going to bid on it." And because there was watches in it, he was looking for a wind-up watch or something. Anyways, they ran it, and instead of, the guy had told them that they were going to do it as a batch, and then they changed their mind and said they were going to do it for like $2 per, like you take whatever for $2. I don't know how much or whatever, I wasn't there. Nobody bid at all. So they ran it again for the original price that my husband, he had asked the guy at the beginning what he was going to do, and so he bought the whole lot. There were 28 watches in this. This is my haul, 8 pounds. My 9-year-old daughter got a 1-pound bag of goodies for like little girls. They had little girls necklaces and bracelets and earrings and rings and keychains, and my son got a 1-pound bag. My husband got all 28 of the watches, except for, I'll show you one that he gave me. I'll tell you about that one. But there is still like, I don't know how many pounds left that I went through, and I was just like chunking. I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. So I'll probably put that on eBay because it's kind of the dregs. I mean, there's still some maybe okay stuff in there, but it's pretty much stuff that I didn't want. So yeah, we did pretty well on that. And anyway, this isn't like a whole bunch of like really like what I consider primo stuff. Like I'm really partial to like for instance like this kind of stuff. These are you know, like the earrings. There's some real pretty beads in here, different types of beads, but you know, kind of like, you know, like chunky stuff or whatever. I mean, there's, like I said, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. A lot of stuff I'm gonna have to take apart. You know, like this necklace right here, I love. It's got beads and it's got nice chain. And then there's some really cool earrings. But this is the watch he brought to me, and he was like, "Do you want this?" Thinking I was going to say, "Ooh, no, that's ugly." Anyway, I thought it was really cool. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that one. So that was the one watch out of the 28 watches that I got to keep. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to have to like go through all this stuff. This is like one of those sweater things. I think that you like vintage, the ladies used to like clip one side of their sweater to keep it up on their shoulder. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of junky stuff, but there's some neat like tassels and stuff in here. Look at that, it's a ring. And I'm not really sure what this is. It almost looks like a belt thing. Like I said, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. There's some really pretty earrings that I can probably use. Not sure what that is. But anyway, I just had to show this because I couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh my goodness. 8 pounds. Anyway, y'all have a good night, and wish me luck going through this stuff. Talk to you later.